billionaire running for Senate. I think there should be a limit on how much you can make to be a politician.
No.
Can you really represent
And that goes back
mass
to
of people?
Plato. Plato said that
Right.
in the Republic.
That sounds like something they would call a communist or socialist.
Well, yeah. I mean, Plato was saying his ideal
too.
was saying that for the government to serve the people, it must serve the people, and not serve.
Well, even it wasn't even that long ago when you think of I don't know if it was John Adams' time. He was a farmer. He would farm in his off time, and then when the political season or whatever would come up, he would go to Washington.
Well, that's the way. Yeah.
So he would work for a living. He didn't make a living off of being a politician,
Right. Well, that was the original
celebritician.
concept. Yeah. That was the original concept.
For the people.
That goes back to even like when they set up the Parliament in England. Where a lot of our ideas come from, or in France, where a lot of political theory comes from. It was the foundation of the development of our ideas in our Constitution. That it should be the people. And that's totally out of control.
What else is the point?
Totally
We're making these
that's what
things
government
to govern
That's what
companies?
government is.
Yeah.
The government is this agency for the people, representing the people in the world.
We've gotten to the point where we actually believe that companies are people.
Yeah,
corporations are people.
Yeah, right. The government is supposed to give us a voice in counterpoint to the corporations. Instead, the corporations have taken control of that voice.
Yeah.
So the people have no voice.
So they gotta put an amendment. I think Bill Maher said it, or somebody to get that out of there. The corporate power in politics. The lobbyists.
It's got to be separated. I mean, there's just no question about it. So any argument, pro or con, is facetious to begin with, because it just is contrary to the intentions of government was. Because government, you can take it back to say the frontier, where there was no government, there was no law. So there were bands of raiders who went around and robbed people. So the people got together and said, we've got to cooperate in such a way to protect ourselves and our property from these raiders. So we got to form this organization. Everybody's got to contribute to it to support it.
Right.
So that was the beginning of government.
Then there were fires starting.
And by the way, we got to fix this water access here, and we should put a road coming this way here. And so that's what we should do with our organization, where we cooperate. Everybody chip in.
So far off from that.
Yeah, right. And so the people now within the arena where you have you have the capital, labor, and the means of production, and the government is supposed to within the business arena protect the people from. And those are things that are so obvious that,
well,
it's hard to mean.
I like to take. I don't know if I like to take the viewpoint, but I try to come to the viewpoint of we can't change anything, and then how do we change people's minds that are already.
No, in a lot of ways you can't.
You can't.
In a lot of ways it's not, people aren't going to change their mind.
That's
people
where
are
I am, kind of. I have hope, but I kind of, in the back of my mind, it's always that we're pretty fucked.
I'm hoping for a miracle, as it were.
It's almost...
That's probably kind of what we need. We need some kind of a spiritual awakening to give us a unifying principle around which we can start cooperating with one another, because the principles right now that we base our lives on are principles that keep us apart. And the commercial interest and the political interests that want to control everything don't want the people to get together into a unified block, and they want to keep them separated. And so they control, divided we fall.